Hello students. So in our next exercise, that is exercise 3.2, we are going to discuss about number line first. So number line, as we all know, what does a number line it means? In a number line, we'll come across the positive and the negative values. Here in the center, we'll mark it as 0, and when we will move on to this side, we'll get here negative value. And when we will move to the other side, that is on the right hand side, we'll get here the positive values. That means here when we are moving on to the positive side, that means on the right hand side, we'll come across the values 1, 2 and so on. And when we come across to the left hand side, we'll come across the negative values that are -1, -2 and so on. So in a number line, it consists of positive and negative values plus the 0. We'll come in the center, we'll come across that in the center it is 0, and on the left hand side it represents the negative value, and on the right hand side it represents the positive values. Now here, when we are saying about rational numbers, as I have said you, rational number is series of the form p by q, and where this q it is not equal to 0. Now when we are drawing a number line for rational numbers, when we are drawing a number line for rational numbers, suppose here we are taking the center as 0, and then we will start marking the points with 1 centimeter. One centimeter each we will mark, and on the other side also we will mark the same, that is 1 centimeter unit. You can take 2 centimeter unit also, because when you are taking 2 centimeter unit, the scale will be large. Now here I have taken here 1 centimeter unit. Now if it is in the form like 5 by 8, if the rational number is 5 by 8 and we are asked to represent it in the form of p by q, it is in the form of p by q, and we are asked to represent it in the number line, then how we are going to represent it? So here, whatever will be the denominator, that much marking we are going to take it as 1 unit. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to take it as 1. We are going to take it as 1. And on the other side also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again one more 8. We are going to take it as 1, which has minus sign in it. Now here, the first one will be 1 by 8, because this is the first unit and it is out of 8 parts of it. That means out of 8 parts, 1 part we are talking about. Next will be 2 by 8. Next will be 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8, and then 8 by 8, which one is changed into 1, because 8 and 8 if we cancel will get 1. So this one we are representing as 1. Now again on the left hand side also the same thing, but here the negative values we are going to take, like -1 by 8, -2 by 8, -3 by 8, -4 by 8 and so on. In this way we are going to take the values on a number line. On the other sides of this line, we will mark 2 arrows in it, because this number line can be extended. Now, the next thing that we are going to discuss is about the standard form. Now the standard form. What is meant by this standard form? When the HCF of the given numbers, what is given here, 5 by 8. When the HCF of this rational number will be 1, when the HCF is 1, then we can say that the rational number which is given, it is in the form, standard form. That means both the numerator and the denominator, it has only one common factor, that is 1 itself. and it does not have any other common factor. Like if I will say you about 8 by 12. Here 8 it is divisible by 2. 12 is also divisible by 2. So 8 by 12 is not in the standard form. If we are able to divide them, then it is not in the standard form. We can convert it in the standard form by dividing by their common factor. So here 8 is divisible by 2. So 2 4s are 8. 2 6 are 12. Again 4 by 6 is also divisible by 2. So we can divide it by 2. 2 3 times it is 6. 2 times it is 4. Now we got here 2 by 3. This 2 by 3 it is in the standard form because this 2 and 3 we cannot divide it by any other common factor of it. Only by 1 it is possible. So it is in the standard form now. So we can convert it in the standard form by dividing by their common factor. If it is not able to divide, if we are not able to divide by any other common factor, then that rational number is in the standard form. The next thing that we are going to discuss is equivalent fraction. Two rational numbers, if they are same, that means if the lowest form, that means the standard form of that two rational numbers, if it is same, then we can say that that rational number it is in equivalent form. That equivalent rational number we can obtain it by dividing or by multiplying. Now suppose if I will say about 5 by 8. This 5 by 8 we can obtain another rational number by multiplying it by 2. So if we multiply 5 2s are, it is 10. Again 8 2s are 16. This 10 by 16 is an equivalent rational number of 5 by 8. We can multiply it by 3 also. We can multiply it by 4 also and so on. But whatever you are multiplying in the numerator, the same you will have to multiply in the denominator. And if you are dividing like this 8 by 12, as I have said you, 8 by 12, if we write here in the form, that is 4 by 6. 4 by 6 is also an equivalent rational number for 8 by 12 because this 4 by 8, it is, this 4 by 6, it is obtained from this 8 by 12 by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So if we are dividing 8 divided by 2, we will get here 4. 12 divided by 2, we will get here 6. That is the about equivalent rational number. The next thing that we are going to come across here, it is about absolute value. Now what is meant by this absolute value of a rational number? Absolute value of a rational number, it means that the value of that rational number, it will have only positive numeric value. Like if I will say you about -2, this is the symbol for absolute value. Now -2, the absolute value of -2 will be 2 because the absolute value of any rational number is positive always. If I will say about -5 by 2, if I will say about the absolute value of -5 by 2, then the absolute value of -5 by 2 will be 5 by 2 itself. Because here we are counting only the positive values of it. Negative if value is there, then that is changed into positive value. Now if I will say you the same, that is 5 by 2. What will be the absolute value of 5 by 2? Don't say that it is -5 by 2 because it is always positive. The absolute value of any rational number, it is always positive. So 5 by 2 also will get the same result, that is 5 by 2. The absolute value of 5 by 2 is also 5 by 2. And the absolute value of -5 by 2 is also 5 by 2. The next thing that we are going to discuss is about like and unlike rational number. Now what is meant by like and unlike rational number? Like and unlike rational number, it means that like rational numbers, what are like rational numbers? Where the denominators are same. If the denominators are same, then they are known as like rational numbers. Like rational numbers, like 2 by 7, again 8 by 7, 14 by 7. Here, these rational numbers, they are like rational numbers because the denominators are same. If I will say here minus 8 also, minus 8 by 7 also, then also it is a like rational numbers. And unlike rational numbers, it is just the opposite. That means the denominators are not same. Now these are the things that we are going to discuss in our exercise, that is exercise 3.2. So let us start with our exercise 3.2. So here question number 1. Represent the following rational numbers on a number line. Here some rational numbers are given and then we are asked to represent it on a number line. So here I have drawn the line with the help of scale and pencil. You will have to draw a straight line in this way, and then we will start placing these values on this number line. Now option number C I have taken here, that is minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 0, 5 by 2 and 7 by 2. So here first from the center we will start, that is we will mark it as 0. And now from the center on the right hand side we will take the positive values. So here on the right hand side you take 1 centimeter as 1 unit and you start marking the points in this way. You will have to take 1 centimeter as 1 unit, and in this way you can start marking the points. Here also on the other side also you take 1 centimeter and you mark the points as 1 centimeter each. So in this way we have marked 1 centimeter on all the sides, that is on the left hand side and on the right hand side, and then we'll make this arrow marks on the other two sides. Now here how we are going to start, how we are going to number them. So here we'll look at the denominator, that is what is the denominator, that much unit we are going to take. So here the denominator is 2, so after 2 units we are going to take 1. That means here 1, 2, this is the second unit, so we are going to take here as 1. Now again after 1 unit, that means 1, 2, second unit we are going to take it as 2. Here also again 1, 2, we are going to take the second unit as 3. Now here if it is 1, then this one is 1 by 2 because we are taking 2 units as 1. That means 1, 2. So we are talking about half of it, that is 1 by 2. And this one will be 2 by 2, which is cancelled, and we got here 1. Now next one will be 3 by 2. Next one it is 4 by 2, which one is cancelled, and we got here 2. Next one it is 5 by 2. Next it is 6 by 2, which is cancelled, and we got here 3. Next if we go on, then 5, 6, 7, 7 by 2. In this way we will get the positive values. Now the same thing we are going to take on the right hand side also, left hand side also. So here first will be minus 1 by 2, next one will be minus 1, again next one will be minus 3 by 2, next minus 2, again on the next we'll get here minus 5 by 2, again on the next there will be 3, that is minus 3. Now we'll start making these points. Marking these points, that is minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2. So minus 3 by 2 is here. So we'll circle it along with the point that we have marked for minus 3 by 2. Now next is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. This is the point, so we'll circle it in this way. Now next is 0. So 0 is here, so we'll circle it. Next it is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 it is here, so we can circle it. Next it is 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 we got here. So in this way we can represent the rational numbers in a number line. Let us name this as A, B. Let us name it as the line as A, B. So this is the required number line for this rational number. Now let me show you question number 2. So here question number 2 and 3 both are same. So I have taken here question number 2 one option and question number 3 also one option. Find the missing number so that two rational numbers may be equivalent. That means these two rational numbers, they becomes equivalent fractions. For that, what value we will place here? That it is asked. So as I have said you, equivalent fraction, equivalent rational number, we can obtain it by either multiplying or dividing both the numerators or the denominators. So here, minus 7 by 12. Here, what we will do here in order to get here 28 in the numerator place. That means minus 7, since it is greater than minus 7, so we'll have to multiply here. So now minus 7 by 12, by what number we will multiply in order to get this 28? This one we can obtain it by dividing this 28 and 7. So we know 7 into 4 it is 28. Now if I write here 4, then we will get here 28. But here it is minus sign. So minus into plus, it is minus. But here it is, in the answer it is given about only plus, that is plus 28. So what we will do, we will put one minus sign here also. That means minus into minus, it is changed into plus, and 7 into 4, it is 28. That same minus 4 we are going to multiply in the denominator also, that is minus 4. Now 12 into minus 4. So first let us multiply the sign, that is here it is no sign, that means plus sign is there, plus into minus will get here minus, and 12 into 4 will get here 48. So in this way we can obtain our answer. So we got here answer, that is 48 in the box. So we can write here minus 48. Now in the same way, question number 3 also it is same, that is find the missing numbers so that the two rational numbers may be same, that is equivalent. So now minus 3 by 8, this minus 3 by 8, since here it is 64 in the denominator's place, so here we will have to multiply this 8 with something in order to get this 64 here. So 8 we will multiply with what number? So we will get here 64. So we know 8 into 8 it is 64. Or you can obtain it by dividing also, that is 64 divided by this 8. So here we got 8, that same 8 we are going to write in the numerator also. So 3 into 8 it is 24, and sign here it is minus into plus, minus. So we got our answer, that is minus 24. So we can write our answer, that is minus 24. In this way we can find the equivalent rational number of any given rational number either by dividing or by multiplying. Now let me show you question number 4. Question number 4 here, express the following in standard form. We are asked to express these given rational numbers in the standard form. Option number C here, that is minus 44 by 100. So here minus 44 by 100. Now we will divide them by their common factors. So here 44 it is divisible by 2 and 100 is also divisible by 2. So we will divide this both numerator and denominator by 2. So here 2 times it is 4, again 2 times it is 4, one minus is there, that minus will carry on here. Now again with the same 2 we are going to divide this denominator also. 2 5s are 10, 1 0 is left, that 0 will come down. Now again 22 and 50 they are divisible by 2, so we will divide them by 2. 2 2s are 4, 1 in hand, that 1 is carried to the next number, 10. 2 5s are 10, again 2 1s are 2, again 2 1s are 2, minus is there, so minus 11. Now 11 and 25 they are not divisible by any common number, so we can write here, therefore standard form of minus 44 by 100 is equal to minus 11 by 25. Minus 11 by 25. This is our required answer. Now let me show you option number F, that is 48 by 256. 48 by 256. Now we will divide them by 2 since they are divisible by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Now again by 2, this one denominator also will divide. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 5 minus 4, 1, that 1 is carried to the next number, it becomes 16. So 2 8s are 16. Now again it is divisible by 2, so we'll divide it by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Now again 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8. So we got here 12 and 64. Again they are divisible by 2. So we'll divide them by 2. 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Again we can see that 6 and 32 they are divisible by 2. So we'll divide it by 2. 2 1s are 2, 3 minus 2, 1, that 1 is carried to the next number, it becomes 12. So 2 6s are 12. Now 2 3s are 6. Now 3 and 16 they are not divisible by any common number. So we got here that is 3 by 6. So we can write our, therefore the standard form of 48 by 256 is equal to 3 by 6. This is our required answer. So in this way you can divide and then you can find the standard form of any given rational numbers. Now let me show you question number 5. Question number 5. Find the value of the following. Here some absolute values are given and we are asked to find the value of it. So here, as I have said you, the absolute value of any number, it is any rational number, it is positive always. So we'll write here the value of minus 24 is equal to 24 itself. So this is our required answer. That means the value of minus 24, absolute value of minus 24 is equal to 24. In the same way for option number E, that is absolute value of 81 by minus 39, we can write here the value of 81 by minus 39 absolute is equal to 81 by 39 itself. So in this way we can write the absolute value of any given. Now let me show you question number 6. So here question number 6, arrange the following rational numbers in ascending and descending order. Rational numbers are given and we are asked to arrange in the form of ascending order or descending order. That means from small to big or from big to small. In these two forms we are asked to arrange. So here, since the denominators they are different, so we cannot identify easily which one is the greatest one and which one is the smallest one. For that we will make these denominators equal. That means these denominators will make it in the form of equivalent. That means equivalent rational numbers. How we can make it? By finding their LCM. So LCM we will find, that is the denominators LCM we will find, that is 20, 15, 12, 10 and 5. We will find the LCM of these numbers, that is the denominators. So here, first we will start with 2. So 2. So 2 10 times it is 20. 15 is not possible to divide, so we will write 15 as it is. 2 6 times it is 12. Again 2 5 times it is 10. And 5 is not possible, so we will write as it is. Again we can see that 10 and 6 they are divisible by 2, so we will divide it again by 2. 2 5s are 10. 15 is not divisible, so we will write as it is. 2 3 times it is 6. Again 5 5, since they are not divisible. Now we can see that 15 and this 3 they are divisible by 3. So we will divide them by 3. So 5 it is not divisible, so we will write as it is. 5 into 3 we will get here 15. Again 3 1s are 3. 5 it is not divisible. Again this 5 is also not divisible. Now we will divide it by 5. 5 1s are 5. Again 5 1s are 5. 1 and 5 1s are 5 1. Now we got, that is 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. That is the LCM of these denominators. So here we will get here 2 into 2 4. 4 into 3 12. 12 into 60. So 12 into 5 we will get here 60. 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 into 5 we will get here 60. So we got the LCM, that is LCM is 60. So we can write we can convert it rational numbers into equivalent rational numbers by where the LCM is 60. So denominators will make it as 60. So minus 13 by 20. Now we need to make the denominator that is 60. So for that, minus 13 by 20. Now 20 with what number we will multiply in order to get this 60? So 2 into 3 it is 6 and 1 0. So 20 into 3 will get here 60. Same 3 will multiply in the numerator also. So 13 into 3 will get here 39. And one minus sign is there, so we write minus sign here. Now next it is 6 by 15. So here 6 by 15. Denominator we need to make same, that is LCM we got 60. Now 15 into 4 will get here 60. Same 4 will multiply in the numerator also. Now 4 into 6 it is 24. Now 7 by 12. 7 by 12. By what number we will multiply in order to make the denominator as 60? So here 12 into 5 we know that it is 60. So same 5 will multiply in the numerator place also. For 7 into 5 it is 35. Next it is minus 9 by 10. Minus 9 by 10. Minus 9 by 10. By what we will multiply this 10 in order to make it 60. So 10 into 6 it is 60. So same 6 will multiply in the numerator also. Now 9 into 6 it is 54. And minus sign is there, so minus. Because minus into plus it is minus. Now it is 3 by 5. So 3 by 5. Same this 3 by 5. By what number we will multiply in order to make the denominator as 60? Now here 5 into 12 will get here 60. Same 12 will multiply here. So 12 into 3 will get here 36. So we converted these rational numbers into like rational numbers. Now we can easily identify which one is greater and which one is smaller. So first we will arrange in ascending order. So let us arrange in ascending order. So among these, which one is the smallest? Which one has the minus sign is the smallest. But here we can see two minus signs are there. That is minus 39 by 60 and minus 54 by 60. Both they have the same, that is minus sign in it. So remember, when there is minus sign, the value of that number, that is the biggest number, here 54 is the biggest one, that one will be the smallest one. Which value is the biggest one becomes the smallest one when there is minus sign in it. So minus 54 by 60, minus 54 by 60 is the smallest one among this. Next smallest will be is smaller than, next smaller will be minus 39 by 60. Again next smaller will be among the numbers. Now it is 24 by 60, 35 by 60 and 36 by 60. So 24 is the smallest one. So 24 by 60. Again the next smaller number is 35 and 36. So 35 is the smallest one. So 35 by 60. Next smallest number it is 1 it is left, that is 36 by 60. Now we will place their values of the rational numbers. So for minus 54 by 60, minus 54 by 60 it is minus 9 by 10. So we can write here minus 9 by 10 is smaller than minus 39 by 60 it is minus 13 by 20, minus 13 by 20. Again next it is smaller than 24 by 60 it is 24 by 60 it is 6 by 15. So 6 by 15 is smaller than, next for 35 by 60, 35 by 60 it is 7 by 12. 7 by 12. Next one it is 36 by 60, that is 3 by 5. Now we have arranged these numbers from small to big. Now this small arrangement of numbers, that is from small to bigger number, it is known as ascending order. So we have arranged this one in the ascending order. we have arranged in ascending order. Now again we need to arrange in descending order. For descending order, we'll just start writing from this side. So for descending order, we'll start writing from this one, that is 3 by 5 is the greatest one, is greater than, next it is 7 by 12, 7 by 12, next it is 6 by 15, 6 by 15 is greater than, minus 13 by 20 is greater than, again minus 9 by 10. So this is our answer. In this way we can arrange in ascending order and descending order. First thing that we will have to do is we'll have to find the LCM of the denominators, and then after finding the LCM of the denominators, we'll make these rational numbers where the denominators is equal, that is the LCM we got, and we can easily arrange them in the ascending order or descending order. That is the end of exercise 3.2. Thank you so much.